All right, what's up everybody? In this video, what we're going to be talking about is the Taser reset procedure that you have to do in a 2018 Charger or Challenger Scat Pack. There's a little bit more involved than in the previous years, and I see questions all over Facebook and different people even on YouTube and posting comments on some of my other videos that I feature stuff from the Taser asking about this reset. So I'm going to go ahead and make a simplified video. So on a 2018, let's say, you put it in run here and you're going to make some changes. So you're going to scroll here. It's in run mode, and you accomplish that by pressing the start button twice without putting your foot on the brake, and that'll put it in run. You'll see run illuminated on the switch. So here we are in the audio section. You press the left arrow on the left hand side of the steering wheel, tap cancel. First thing you get light show, and I got another video that I'll put the different settings I like to change. Okay, so let's say we changed a setting. Okay, so we went in and we changed the setting. We need to scroll to full reboot using the cancel button. You just keep tapping the cancel button while holding the left arrow until you get this full reboot. And once you get here to the full reboot, what you're gonna do is press the cruise control on off button. Select the full reboot. It'll do its countdown. It'll do a full reboot of the system. All right, so what it just did is it's doing a reboot of the center cluster and all. And since this is a 2018, when this pops back up, it's still counting down here. So just give it its time. And since it's a 2018, the radio is not going to reboot in this car, but you still need to do this reboot. All right, so what I like to do is a reboot twice, just for good measure. So then I would press the left arrow again, tap cancel all the way until I get right past the Taser firmware version. The next one's full reboot, and then I would tap it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Here's the countdown. All right, well, I'm not going to record this entire countdown because it's exactly the same as the other one. All right, we'll go ahead and start the video back here. I'm just going to reboot the dashboard and all that stuff again. Still counting down. Give it its time to get all the way down. All right, and she's done. So now I'll just hit the down arrow, just get out of the audio menu, and just go. I'm just going to go back to what I usually leave it on. Fuel economy. Now, get you out of the holder here. All right, radio never did reboot. So now what you have to do, turn your key off, get out your vehicle, pop the trunk. We're at the back here, the trunk. Lift up your little cover here. I always like that Dodge did this. Pretty nifty. 2018, of course, you can have this bypass. I got a video on installing this bypass in this car. What you'll do is go right here to this fuse. This right here is going to be your radio fuse. And it's just the add-a-fuse kit that you installed for the bypass. It's got the radio fuse and the Taser fuse in it. So you just pull that bad boy out. Now, when you pull this thing out, it needs a little bit of time, but it's not like it needs 4 or 5 minutes or more to be out. I've done it before, 30 seconds to a minute is probably enough time. Now, you're going to want to, you have to do this step right here, or you're going to end up with a dead battery. You can't do one or the other. So you can't just do the full reboot twice and not do this and get away with it. And you cannot do this and then not do the full reboot twice and get away with it. You're going to end up with a dead battery. And I know that because it's happened to me. I tried shortcuts and it didn't work. Stuff just doesn't work the way that it's supposed to, or you wind up with a dead battery, or both. So the one good thing is that this stuff happens once you do your key cycles. It's pretty well set on the 2018. So like I said, this right here doesn't really have to stay out for a large amount of time to get the radio to reset, 30 seconds to a minute, and we'll be able to plug it back in. So it's been about a minute and a half. I got a little preoccupied, so we'll go ahead and plug this fuse back in here. I see the Taser lights kind of flash and let me know it's plugged back in. Take your fuse box cover here, pop that back into place, and get this cinched on back down here. Alright. So what you're going to do after you plug that back in, you walk over to your car here. Get in this bad boy. Foot on the brake. Start the car. Alright, and your radio is going to be in this weird, unregistered limp mode radio. I don't know what exactly it is. So this has happened every time that I've done this and had to change the settings. So this is the first key cycle. Turn it off. Open up your door. Have the key in your pocket still, of course. Shut the door. Lock it. And walk away. You're going to walk away for about 2 or 3 minutes and then come back to the car. It's been about 2 minutes. You'll walk back. That was the first key cycle. Get back in. And it takes at least two key cycles. All right. So that was the first one. Here's the second one. Oh. All right. Okay, so my radio station is all good and the same. Nav is here and works the way it's supposed to. You connect apps here. SRT modes, good. Performance pages. And on a 2018, the performance pages, even if all the SRT stuff is set up, the performance pages stays the performance pages. I know in the earlier models it changed to SRT pages, but it stays performance pages in the 2018. It's all the same stuff. But there it is, eco mode there, valet mode can come up, race options, I've got all that stuff. Shift light. Now if you want to do shift light, you got to turn it on. For whatever reason, I got to turn it on every time I get in here. It doesn't stay on between starts. Now you turn it off again and this will end your second key cycle. Get out of the car, got your SRT pops up there, close the door, lock it, walk away, give it its time. And your time is, you're looking for that dashboard and everything to cut off and to go to sleep real quick. So we'll give it about 2 minutes and go back and then everything will be good. So it's been about 2 minutes. Walk back over, get in the car. Everything should be perfect now. Again, car starts up. We got the right radio screens here. Got all my SRT stuff still. Everything's in good working order. Shut it off. SRT splash screen there for the radio. Means everything is copacetic. And that's it. So I'm gonna continue washing the car here. I got it in the shop here at work trying to get her cleaned up because it is hot as Hades outside and there's an air conditioner in here. So anyhow, I figured I'd do that video in here. I hope this helps some folks out and helps people with the full reboot procedure. I bet I see 40 posts a day on Facebook about Taser help, need help with the Taser. My settings aren't working. My SRT pages aren't working. Well, most of the time, my first question is, what year car do you have? Because you'll find a lot of the times it's going to be a 2018 and they didn't pull that fuse. And if you let it go too long overnight and it sits there and you didn't do the reboot and pull that fuse and do what you're supposed to, you'll wind up with a dead battery, or it could take forever for all your settings to finally come on and work if you're lucky, and that's the least that happens. So anyway, hope this video helps some folks out. Go ahead and leave some comments if you have some comments. Smash that like button. Remember to subscribe. Turn the little bell on or whatever to get notifications when I post videos. I'll probably post a couple more small things about the Taser, common questions that I see or get asked, or a combination of the both. Thank everybody for subscribing. Thanks everyone that watches my videos. I really appreciate it. Find me on Facebook and on Instagram, Project 392 as well. I'm out.